YouTube, what it do is your boy Benji, and we are back on TV. Wrestling is getting pretty crazy, and we are at the type of the year. We're at that part of the year, at least, that there's going to be a bunch of feuds, and we're going to be dissecting what's going on. Obviously, the talk of the town is whether or not this is able to compete with the lead up to WrestleMania that we saw last year. And obviously, I'm going to say no. I mean, what got me back introduced to wrestling was the lead up to WrestleMania 40. Me attending a Raw right around this time of the year and being blown away because I was like, wow, wrestling's back cool again. I'm going to say I'm a little bit disappointed. Now, granted, there's a lot of star power. And at the end of the day, we've got the same stars from last year that are leading the forefront and are directing us into WrestleMania. So, of course, you can put these names and this talent on the card for WrestleMania, and we're going to be able to sell tickets. A lot of people are going to get excited about it, but what is happening? What's going on? I mean, I'm excited to see some of the matches, of course, because at the end of the day, we're going to see some interesting matches, but the stories that carried us last year make zero sense this year. I mean, now granted, Rhea Ripley, Io Sky, and Bianca Belair. Am I excited for that match? Sure. Does it make sense? Absolutely not. Why is Rhea Ripley being able to just talk her way into a possible triple threat match? She lost her belt to her own volition. She didn't pay attention. She got over cocky. She got overzealous. She lost. She then cut a promo saying she's got to do better. And then the next week popped out and did no better. Just showed up and interrupted a contract signing, beat up the two women, and put her name in the contract. No, that's not how that works. We watched Liv Morgan parade around last year saying that Rhea Ripley doesn't deserve anything, and we complained on the internet about Rhea Ripley being awarded opportunities that weren't necessarily hers to take. And then we give into that and allow her to just take an opportunity for a triple threat match for her championship back that she never lost. Unfair. Ridiculous. Rhea Hogan. Also, I don't think the match makes any sense because I don't understand why Bianca Belair would be cool with Io Sky following the things that she did to them. Why are they friends? Because they competed in a War Games match? Just because Io's supposed to be a face? This makes no sense. I mean, 2022 Survivor Series was Damage Control versus Bianca Belair. And they continued to attack, berate, assault this woman for years. I mean, last year's WrestleMania was Damage Control versus Team Bianca. Now, granted, this was a part of the disillusionment of the Team Damage Control because Bayley and Io were fighting at WrestleMania 40. But, come on. Like, sure, okay, they made up a little bit and they put aside the differences for War Games following year. I mean, later that year. Okay, sure, whatever. We'll let it slide. Anyways, the most intriguing part of all this, realistically, just has to be three friends falling apart and figuring out where things went wrong. Because at last year WrestleMania, they were teammates. Now heading into this year's WrestleMania, they're all broken apart. And Jade has pointed to something that I've been trying to tell y'all. Look at this. You should have said something to Bianca before and after all this with Naomi. Because, sis, I was just confused. And look at Jade. I didn't trust her either. Naomi and I were closer. And Naomi's the one that stabbed her in the back. Well, realistically, pushed her from the back. What did Bianca do to make you not trust her? I don't trust anybody after I was taken out. Naomi, I knew before I came, did this to me. Oh. That hurt me. My guards were up after that. At this point, I have to do what's best for me. Y'all have a great day. Because, hey, Naomi and Bianca were in the same boat trying to figure out who did what to Jade. Naomi was saying that she wasn't allowed to enter the hospital. Bianca never knew how to get in contact with Jade either. And she just said, I ain't got time to worry about this anymore. I got to worry about my triple threat match. I keep saying and speaking preemptively because there's going to be a triple threat match. I mean, Y'all talked about CM Punk versus Seth Rollins versus Roman Reigns for months. Everybody saw this coming, and look what we got. We got it delivered. And I'm not knocking it, because, I think a lot of us are excited for that match, but after we'll culminate on SmackDown, we're losing steam. But this is cooking up over here. Look at Bianca replying. And you see where that got you, but you're still mad at me. I didn't do ish to you. Leave me be. I have enough people trying to put blame on me over here on WWE Raw. Girl, nobody was coming at you. I answered the question like I did on SmackDown. But I will, if you want me to make it a thing. Seems like you always in some mess, though. You would think you'd be over here trying to mend Naomi or fix this mess up. But nope. And she's got a very, very, very solid point. The two girls are fighting your friends, your home skillets. You put the two of them on your back. They motivated you. They pushed you. It is how you repay them? By just jumping out of it and saying it ain't my business? Valid point here from Jade. You would think your sisters would come first. Girl is begging for your approval. Taking me out for you. Focus on yourself, sis. Like I said, it is what it is. That story, bro. And this is what I've been saying. Bianca has something to do with this. Bro, whether or not that Naomi was misguided, why would she be so misguided to believe that Bianca would want Jade Cargill to get taken out if Bianca had nothing to do with it? That's what I'm saying. But at the end of the day, this is the one feud I will say is cooking up, and the women are getting into it online, and I gotta love it. This is Naomi's new thing. Look at this. Caution. This is crazy. Look at this. Proceed with caution. But referring back to the CM Punk, Seth Rollins, and Roman Reigns feud, I think that this does have a little bit of longevity because there's some history, a lot of history between the three of them. And as Wrestle Features posted up here, there's so much lore and continuity between CM Punk and Roman Reigns. I would like to see them explore the fact that Roman Reigns was not... that CM Punk did not want Reigns in the initial Shield setup. Reigns addressing how Punk didn't want him, yet it became a megastar. The Royal Rumble beef was basically settled in 2 lines from Punk last night. Let's go deeper. Interestingly enough, I think the rest of us are excited for this match, but I think we're just getting too much of the dog pile fight brawl that leads to all of the referees coming out and trying to save the day, because at the end of the day, I would have been cool with them just talking smack, having a Drew McIntyre, Seth Rollins, and CM Punk segment. That'd been cool with me. I want them to go back and forth and take multiple shots at each other like Seth and Punk did before the Raw debut episode Netflix match. No facts. Don't hold back. No facts. What? I agree. Roman Reigns talking about some, bruh, you eliminated me in the Royal Rumble. It's the Royal Rumble. Why are we why would that even be some type of contention that you would have? Brother, you know what time it was. There's 29 other people trying to eliminate somebody for an opportunity to win. What do you mean? I'm mad at CM Punk, who I've had outstanding beef with, essentially, for years. This dude's trying to take my wise man. Reigns established on SmackDown last night that his issue with CM Punk was the fact that he eliminated him in the Royal Rumble. When Punk clapped back at this, Punk basically said that the Royal Rumble is every man for himself, and Reigns had no retort because it is the most basic issue, and Punk is right. Instead, Wrestle Features believes that CM Punk has stated, I don't buy this. You've been in Royal Rumble matches. You know how they work. Roman has run, actually. Every man for himself. Why don't you tell them the real reason that you have a personal issue with me? Tell them why you've always had a personal issue with me. You never liked me. You resented me ever since I told WWE that you weren't good enough. When I told WWE that you didn't have what it took to be in the Shield. That's where your anger and hatred comes from, Roman. I can see it in your face every time we interact. Your disdain for me comes from the fact that I declared publicly that you weren't good enough. And yeah, you proved me wrong. You're one of the biggest names in WWE history. But the fact that someone rejected you and didn't think you belonged still eats away at you, doesn't it? And hey, valid. This could have been good. They were trying to kill each other. They weren't going for a yap session. The match is still in a couple weeks later, and I'm sure they go plenty deeper. Brother doesn't get it. Like you said, could we have dug into it? Sure. Could Roman Reigns had at least a simple retort? Yes. Maybe we'll hear them all on the mic, but essentially, the matchup is made. And I think, again, I'm so confused. Y'all comment below.